This is a video to kind of go over what's going on this week on the week of March 30th through April 3rd. All right, so I'm going to open up this document, which is from the website. If you've been going to my website, you should understand where this is basically. It is right here, schoolwork 330 through 320, and you click on it, it opens up to this document. So this week we are still working on the last assignment that I assigned to you, which was your pamphlet, or your last two assignments, the pamphlet and the summaries. Now, there will be no new work this week, so this is an opportunity for you to get this work. The pamphlet's worth 400 points, the summaries are worth 300 points. That's 700 points worth of work that you technically had before we went on break. And basically, since we left, it has been 3 weeks, the week before spring break, and then this week. So your pamphlet is due Monday, 3:30, 2 full weeks after it was supposed to be due in the classroom by 10 p.m. Take clear pictures. If you take far away pictures, if you take pictures that are blurry, I can't grade it and therefore I can't give you your points. It has to be clear pictures. So look at it on the computer before you submit it. Make sure your full name and period and the title pamphlet are in the subject line. It has to have something in the subject line. If you send me an email with nothing in the subject line, it will not go through. The district's firewall will look at it as spam and it will ignore it and not let it go through. So again, I want your full name, period, and the title pamphlet in the subject line. So when I look at it, I know whose it is, what period, and that I'm looking at the pamphlet. Because later on, you're going to be turning in the summaries as well. Again, make sure that's done. That's by 10 p.m. Um, summaries. Summaries are due Friday 4/3. So that means that you have the rest of the week till 10 p.m. to get them to me. Again, full name, period, and you have to write the word summaries in the subject line. And these things need to be turned into me. There are three different options of how you could turn them into me. Option one is create a Google Doc or Google Sheets and add one picture of each one of your summaries, including the notes on the side. So that means that it should look something like this, right? So you should have summaries, page of notes. There are 12 pages of notes in this unit of the Cold War, and as you can see, note summary, note summary, note summary, note summary, note summary, all the way through. This is a Google Doc. Simple. You upload the pictures on there. Um, you could also create a Google Sheets, all right, but and add one picture as like a simple version of PowerPoint, and add one picture again, both the summary and the notes next to it. That way, I know when I'm reading the summary what notes are you're discussing. Second thing is you could make a short video where you record you flipping through your notebook slowly and clearly showing each page of notes and summaries. So I could pause the video and be able to read your writing, and then you must upload that video to YouTube. And once you've uploaded it, send me the link where I simply click on it and the YouTube video opens up of you turning in your assignments. And the third one, the one that takes the longest, and it might take you a few emails to send, is you take one picture per page of notes and you email them to me. Now, the problem is going to be here that some email systems do not allow you to send 12 pictures of 12 different summaries. So you might have to send two or even three different emails. So you got to tell me when you send me the emails that this is the first, the second, and the third. Otherwise, I might read the first one, see only three pictures, four pictures, and say, oh, that's all they did, and then grade you for those four only. Right? You might have to send a few emails. So I would stay away from this. I would try to do the first two, but it's up to you. Again, the summaries are worth 300 points. Late work. There are a lot of people who were their grade wasn't the best. So I last week on the website on here put up all the late assignments that you could turn in, right? And here is your late work assignments. I put up the instructions, I put up the notes, I put up pictures of the assignment to make sure you know what you're supposed to do. And all of these are due by Friday 4/3, including this website. So there were some of you who still had not turned it in. This is your opportunity to get those points back and to get your grade way better, right? As of right now, it looks like we're not coming back for the rest of the school year. And the district has decided that you will be held responsible for your grade. That means checking remind. That means checking your email if I send you something. That means logging in when we have a weekly meeting, a 1 hour meeting to go over things. That means asking me questions through email or remind. That means being involved. Simply saying, I didn't know is not going to be good enough. For all these assignments, you will end up getting 0 for them. All right, so this week and the week before spring break was all work you had, or no new work or late work. So this is your opportunity. Once again, if you're turning in late work, make sure your full name is on there, the period, and then you put in late work, whatever late work it is. That way I know specifically this is the outline, this is the cutout, this is whatever it is. All right. So make sure that this gets done when you turn it in by Friday by 10 p.m. Now, starting next Monday, you're going to go to my website and you're going to see here, and it's going to say schoolwork from 4/6 through 4/10. That will be the beginning of our new schoolwork, including working with the DBQ. Now, the Friday before we left, I gave the majority of the DBQ, and then I emailed it to all of you as well. I know there were some of you who had issues in terms of printing it. All right, next Monday on 4/6, I will be going to campus. And when I go to campus, um, I will let you know, and I will take the DBQs. And if anybody wants to, you could go pick one up. Otherwise, you could print it out at home. Check your emails from when we went for first break. I emailed it to everybody. If for some reason you don't have one, send me a message to remind. Right? You're going to, starting next week, T4, answer the questions, write an introduction, and ultimately do your full essay. And I will put up the schedule next week with a video showing and explaining things to you. I'll do a video showing and explaining the background essay, the documents, and so on. All right, but ultimately you're still going to write an essay. Now, luckily on this DBQ, it's about the Cold War, it's about containment, which is something we talked about in detail over this last unit. So if you have any questions on any of the stuff, you need to contact me. If it's through email or if it's through Remind. Remind is on me because it's in my phone, and I'm constantly getting messages and replying to them. So read these directions, know how to turn things in, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.